least.
Like there's a lot of options to take those aggressive pieces on defense.
Let's see, we've got Crew on defense, we've got 2G on attack, and we're 3-1 for pistols. And oh, they just get out of there. Instant reaction from the rest of 2G. This flash has saved them. They take a lot of map control. 3 pass and locked in. Dude, this right here is going to get nuts.
Coming into this B site.
No. Oh my goodness. Oh god.
They're going to continue to try to push them.
Wow, this guy is incredible on pistols. Yeah. Sean's thinking the exact same I am. It's like, how many times does this guy get like 2 or 3 on a pistol round?
Now they're slowing down after all of the aggression from Crew towards long,
they're pitching street, Doug.
Towards street.
Look at Chai.
Adverso's in a really tough spot. He's going to have to push into the dog. And PXS wins that duel out.
Chai's hit early.
You were mentioning the pinch coming around with Kesnit up in heaven. Chai creeping his way out, spotting one. The chamber already doing work. And Oski is left alone. 15 HP. A stiff breeze will knock him over.
Very nice from Chai.
Bullet. A great start for Crew.
Yeah, 3 bullets, 3 kills.
Stiff breeze. How about a kick to the face? Oh my god.
That was crazy.
Oh,
what
the?
My gosh. My pistol
insane.
This
guy's so good at pistols. Pistol rounds are
just... Because those weren't immediate trades. He had to re-swing into the line.
Riven.
The second guy. Really good work from him.
And finally, Crew with a good start.
Yeah,
Crew with a
3-2.
Yeah.
And I think that it couldn't have gone any better for them. Not only was it them winning the pistol, but it was
Chai has a good chance to farm them as well. You would expect Marshall to be here, but over towards door. Wants to go aggro. He has no lasers. Wait.
Double salvos to take control. They're grabbing the orb.
I'm blind?
I love
Okay,
the
yeah,
cloud
I'm
out
blind.
smoke. So you used to see like an Asher recall. If you cloud that smoke out enough, you can just grab the orb from inside of it.
It's free orb every single round.
Okay, dude, you take a lot of map control early. They find the trip, it's good info. In reaction to them breaking the trip, they 3-person push. Dude, Crew looking a little bit like how Cloud9 played their pole, or played their pole at least, against NRG. Just super aggro on the sides with numbers.
Chai spots them. But the fact that they live is a dub.
I mean, still though, Crew have the bot connector spot cleared away. They've got Melzer up in main. Unless he drops to the fade, I don't see a world where Crew get forced away from this A side.
And now he knows that PXS is on the other side.
Ooh, that's a lot of pressure on him though. He needs help.
Salvos go pit. Dude, Melzer's gonna do a lot here.
The TP across though is gonna make things notably more difficult. Adverso playing on the other side of the smoke.
Oh, guys.
The flashes make this impossible, and it's Adverso who falls first, but Melzer now striking.
Okay.
It's perfect.
The cleanup's incredible.
Wow,
I still think that
right there, the double swing. I think
it could have been worse.
No pun intended. They would shy away.
On armor rebuy, they didn't get an upgrade of the Marshal. Now they have a Marshal op. He buys an op into the bonus. I do like this though.
If 2G were to collect that gun, get in a post plan. That is very dangerous.
Normally if you play, well, normally you can save. Because people are trying to work out their econ, so if they don't go to your site, you don't have to force a retake and lose the gun, you can just save. Yeah, they're not expecting the up here.
Like, forget the ultimate. He's set up down B long right now. And what they're going to try to do is Kesnet's going to take the early angle, then teleport back, and then there's an op still fighting on an active line.
The double TP agents.
TP's away, they hear it, get a bit of safety.
Oh my.
Oh, he hit it.
That hurt. 35 HP through the sign.
Okay, well now they know there's an op in play though.
I think we can expect more looks like that from Crew. More of these like bait to get Chai into a really aggressive line to be able to punish.
Yeah, but showing the op. If I'm 2G, I'm so thankful that didn't connect as a frag.
Yeah.
You know, now they know they have to take these angles very delicately.
And they've done a good job scaling into sites on the last map. Even that last round, dealing with the player in main, they lost it, but a lot of options to play with. They are going towards the Vi side though, so part of the plan of Cruz is having that op show over there and then force them into all this util.
That's not going to feel good.
Yeah, I think the other two might have to try to disrespect
really
that.
How much is on the other side of this threat? Prowler's going to connect onto Mizzino, push him back off that line
Dude,
for
Mizzino might go for it.
Salvos will join. Bumzino somehow finds the tiniest of slivers between a rock and a hard place, and is still in a position to
Oh,
fight
these
back.
shocks are nice. Off the back wall.
On the planter.
Yeah, that's certainly going to help the situation. And Shy's op rings again.
Nice shot. Nice trade.
And if it's not that, it's Outlaw. They've got a really good shot at converting his bonus. They're going to have to get through
Oh,
silence.
he saw him.
One
know he's
big
right
box
side.
left to be checked because Gobert, remember, he took so much damage at the beginning of the round, just 25 HP. Can they convert this bonus? I believe they
Very,
can.
very nice
A
from
great
Crew on
start
this
for
one.
Crew.
This double senti is now in dangerous territory, Ender.
Yeah,
He
2G
gets the
used a
bonus
lot of
for
util,
Crew.
but then didn't
Said
really
they haven't
take
had a good
anywhere.
start.
And they were
This
just
is-
down in the open.
This is the best start possible.
These shock dots were
This is what
nice,
you
though.
wanted, you know, back on Ascent. This is what it was supposed to look like for them. But here, having the two
Dude, that's
shocks
fast
come in,
as well. The shock
still
off the
making
back
it
wall and
happen
then
on the
shock
Sova.
close.
And then, like,
So then
having
you just get the
Gobert be
damage in
last
at the
one
same
alive.
time.
This
You
is
don't
the
give
dude
him
that
like a
got
heads up.
wall-banged by the op at the
Really
start of
cool.
the round. So he's just paper waiting to be dealt with.
Again, a 5-0 start. First Shy on the chamber. We found value with the op in the previous round. Still has it here. I mean, this is a devastating
Gonna say the person with
start
armors
for
getting the
2G.
gun.
For as much promise as was shown, the fact that you took it 3 maps is just a nightmare of a start.
Yeah, and you see the Teo drone clearing out all of B right there. Look at the setup. They have the chamber playing art solo,
Yeah.
triple push main. Your TP's away to bolster the B site. Crew are actually frying on this setup. What a
Yeah.
cool setup idea.
This to me seems like their default, right? Where it's a Chamber holding both angles in mid with a trip in his body, the Vi solo B, and then an active look to A to farm those
Nice with
early
the
orbs like you're
drone.
talking about.
Drone
It
out
clears
mid,
this guy's
one
right,
push
so he
broken,
doesn't have to
whole
TP out.
layered. It's crazy
Yeah,
how
they
many
got
layers this round has for Crew.
a lot of reactions.
And the fact, too, that you fall back into these more passive lines after you've dealt with the main flashes.
Yeah, and they
for
hold over
2G.
towards the sides all the
Becomes
time.
harder to force the operator off the lines.
Well, we
It's
can
hard to
see
believe that they
the
haven't played
time
this match since 2020.
the time wasn't spent on Ascent,
For all the
but
preparation,
definitely
all
a
the
good
cool
amount of
ideas
time
that
on
they have, the
Pearl.
layers that they're showing on their defensive side. This is very well thought through.
Yeah, maybe 2G can phone up Giants and be like, hey, you got any pointers on how you're supposed to beat this team? Wouldn't really help. Completely different comps.
Nice timing on the salvos, but the wall is a problem. That's not even an uncommon wall. But 2G really feel like, it feels like they're flustered right now.
Super annoying. Even to plant the spike at this point with 10 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, just waiting for his
Just looking to
flash.
do some damage, but I don't even think that's possible. The flash recharges.
Hey,
and
very,
the
very
triple
nice
swings
from
in.
Crew on this one. They look good.
Another fantastic round
Good amount
for
of
Crew.
thought
The
put
econ
into
is getting
a
out
lot of this.
Control.
Oh, yeah. I think
The
one of
T1
other amazing
documentary,
things about this comp
nah,
is, like,
I said I was
usually,
gonna watch
okay,
it
if the
this,
Vice is setting
as in
up on
like
B side
next
basically
week.
every round, what do attacking teams do? Well, they take the Yoru down there. You use the
It's crazy that it's
break it
2
away.
hours
Like,
long.
You can kind of just throw a smoke down bot mid and deal with a lot of that utility. But because there can always be a chamber popping up with the op, jumping through a
Do you think 2G looks a lot better when Spike comes in? 100%.
Way less simple to like take that space.
I think they'll actually be like relatively scary when that
Yeah,
happens.
it's a lot more risky.
But at
it's
the
a lot
moment, it feels
scarier
like they
of a
just have like a
proposition,
couple
yeah.
of good maps.
Yeah, and early timeout here for 2G. Basor, I can't expect that they were.
He's ready for stage
anticipating
2,
this
right? It
comp,
might be kind of
right,
nice for
coming out of
2G,
Crew,
right?
seeing Shy with
If
the
they,
off right now.
once
You
they
said,
know
you
they're like fully
owning
out,
Giants be like, yeah,
they can
yeah,
start
Chestnut
pracking
playing
with
the
him.
Jett, and yeah, Shy probably playing like
and then
Killjoy
just
or something,
accept
right?
the rest of the
Just
stage.
break
No,
his
no.
util and he's
Or
no
do they need
problem.
champ
No,
points?
Kesnit's actually playing Yoru.
Nah, I don't
and,
think champ
Shy's
points
gonna
will
be
even
playing
matter at that
Chamber.
point.
Like, wait,
They have to
what?
like do
Like,
good in
what?
stage
Kesnit
2.
plays Yoru? Wait, Yoru's got a clone? When did that happen?
Is Spike that much better? Yeah.
I think,
thought it was
Yeah, he is.
footsteps.
I think one of the things we need to talk about here is the way Ender, you mentioned it at the end of the round, or maybe it was Sean. Both of you are really smart. I don't know. The fact that their finances are set up so well, and specifically because.
But
again,
then who?
it
If you just
seems
do
like
that,
large
if
part
you
of their
just do a
defensive
head-to-head
game
with
plan is around
Askia,
getting Shy the
they'll
op.
just do a straight
So
1 for
even
1.
if they do afford to lose him a couple of times, they can buy him up consistently because of how
Like
well
he was the
this
guy
is
that,
run.
Or
I mean, he was the guy that qualified them to
He gets a free one that has a slow field actually.
to,
so.
franchising.
field.
Like they're gonna play him.
Shy's just set up really well to continue to cause problems for 2G.
And they're still doing this. Now it's like a couple rounds ago, except this time with the Sova Dart as well to feign this early aggro. Now 2G want to walk back.
Roll-wise,
into
you
space,
just
'cause
switch
again, they
him.
probably expect
It's a
buys to be set up
1-for-1. No
over
one
here.
has to
That's
do
the
anything
more common
crazy.
approach.
But look at how far back
It's the
they have
most.
the drone
It
from,
is
and
just
it's
the
all
easiest
because Kesnet
decision, I
took the
think.
space and then TP'd away. They have no idea he's gone, so they have to invest utility that you would be using on the side hit to clear out space that should be yours to begin with.
Yep, and you can see Adverso playing bottom street. He can hear everything be long right
Spike
now.
plays
They also
KO on
moved
jet
back
maps,
the
so luckily
chamber
you don't have to
trip,
play
which
jet
was
on any map.
previously top street, actively changing their setups throughout this half.
That missed shot kind of gives a window now for 2G, although rotates have come in. Shy's looking back onto the angle.
Oh,
Dude, it
and this
is,
is
isn't
what
it?
I mean. At this point, they're only at pillar. They're going to drop the Cosmic Divide. You have a couple that
Kesnet, man, big play.
Still here. Spam connects onto Askia. They're going to try to brute force their way through this. PXS with his Nightfall.
Look at this Adverso peeling off. He will definitely be popping this Hunter's Fury on. No one can hear the tap though. They're on the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll actually probably use this Hunter's Fury for backhaul clearance.
Oh, that's a nice kill.
The ult goes out. Adverso trying to get a tag on a PXS.
It's really hard for them to plant now. Really hard.
The second player, but damage dealt.
15 seconds, Doug.
They've got to scoop that spike up. They're going to have to frag their way through to create a little bit of a safety net,
Okay.
just enough to get
Bit of
to
safe
the hard
plant.
part of the
Don't
round.
plant behind the
2v2
box.
now. If you're crew, you're going to try to
Safe
flood this out,
plant,
making it as
dude. Safe
uncomfortable as possible.
plant.
1v1. Spike now grabs.
Nice.
Oh, the pull connect!
Oh,
Still
wait,
getting the
what?
spike down.
He thought that he...
A 1v1. Louise has been a hero for 2G. Meltzer on the other side.
Oh, he gave him a
And
chance.
he wins out the duel.
Yeah, in an ideal world, he like
Unbelievable that
Astra
Crew is
sucked
winning
off
a
of
fifth
the
here.
site, so he actually would
He
have
just
gone off
keeps
the
on
defuse.
rolling for them, picks up the
Yeah, a
operator,
couple of small
toss back
stuff
to
from
Shy as
2G,
well.
for sure.
And I know they're running this double senti comp, and I know this attack side will be very difficult for Crew, but
Yeah, there's so many
you
rounds
you
though.
need some rounds to work with if you're 2G. You can't be going into this next half with 1-2 rounds.
Oh. Dude, like, Shy whiffed 3 times with the op, and they still won the round.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
You couldn't ask for anything more if you're 2G.
Shy is... Crew is all vibes, and I mean, you say
Sarugen with the prime. Thank you so much, dude.
credit.
Welcome in.
He's
Thank you for that.
He's had such good repositioning. He's not
Yeah.
typically an opper, but he's playing it like a top-level opper. He's giving himself outs left and right.
And now they're back into the default once again, so it's that fight over A main. Oh yeah, let's grab an orb, no problem. Maybe Crew are actually playing a little more aggressive than usual, though.
There's a
dodged
lot
him
of
pretty
weak
well.
towards A. The TP setup,
Dodged him pretty
Askia
well. You
blocks
got
the wall, he's
the
gonna get back, but again, look at A main. All
clone
the
breaks
aggression is
this.
here.
Double push,
Kesnet's
triple
playing them
push
close. They
even.
have no idea.
Dude, they do the
It's a
Cloud9.
slaughter, A main.
Wow, on the anti.
I wonder if they watched some
Going
Cloud9
for that
demos,
play
or they
so
played against
unexpected.
Cloud9 and they're like,
That same
yeah,
play from the last
let's
anti.
just
So look
play
at the
like
setup.
that.
The Chambers holding art, the 3-push main. Same exact play, beautiful. The difference here is that Yoru doesn't TP back because you can see Mizzino was playing up in that smoke. He was giving the info. He said, don't come. It's all a fake. They're just using the clone to pop wall. He lets the clone pop wall. Beautiful, man. Crew are playing so well on this defensive half.
I mean, they're playing the composition to perfection. They're getting everything they could possibly want. Money still like crazy.
If you had to
They
sub
don't
in
even
for a
have to
team you're
pop
coaching,
Shy's
which
ult.
role do you think would be best
It's gonna
on?
be okay for 2G.
If
They've
like
got the
Omen's
ult, they've
really
got the tail,
prevalent,
they
I
just
would
need
just
to
say
run an
Omen. You
exec.
can just
Forget
op
about getting
judge.
opt, losing these main
My
fights,
smokes will be
whatever.
fine.
Askia can get it all done with the drift.
Oh, well, he's currently kept grounded. The dog out, the op is
If I have to
here,
use a rifle,
and
we're
they
done
really have
for,
no,
but
no way to know. That drone's gonna spud a little bit. I can't believe he checked that anyway.
I'm surprised we're going off the drone and waiting for the ult until now.
Kesnet takes the TP as a dugout. He could die, yeah. He pops ult to live.
Is there
But,
any help from
but
him?
he pops up to
Shy's
live, but he
here.
also gets a lot of info on
They're
this
all
one.
here. Adverso may have just,
Dude,
excuse
it's
me,
six
Askia may have
person
just
dual
TP'd into his
back
dad.
By
site.
the way, Kesnet's back in main now.
Hey,
had
Adverso,
nowhere to
though, I
go.
respect the hell out of that.
He thought
The
he was
big
the one
jump
being
to win the
aggressive, but
trade
the
out.
Reinforcements from the defense are perfectly timed.
It's suffocating.
Kesnet's playing it nice, though.
Kesnet
Kesnet played that real nice. No matter what, he just balled a lot of times so they could
On
isolate
a
the
mid-flank.
1vx on site, or at least take the
Gravity Well's going to
space.
keep the defuse at bay for a little bit longer, but
Dude, Crew look
Mentioned
really
that
nice
Yoru
on
one,
this
you
map,
mentioned
though.
the tail ult. They're both
Really
gone. I
nice.
am losing faith, Ender. I'm losing faith quick.
It is sapping away. Now you keep coping. You say, oh, Vise is coming up. It's going to be okay, guys. But again, these, like, that's a round you just Shouldn't be possible to lose. And yet, Kesnit's repositioned into main. All of a sudden, there's just way too much pressure going around on him.
Oh. Yeah, I think crew are feeling this game right now. It's second
Even without
timeout is
binds,
gonna come out.
Dude, imagine if binds stayed in and Ascent
Yeah,
didn't come in.
this will be the last time these boys
If
get
it
to
was,
talk
if
to
it
their
was just a
coach.
1-for-1, it would have been so
After
sick.
the game, they get
Just like me, I think they're going to be losing faith after this round. Face over the coach.
I mean, I don't
No
know.
more face.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
bro, I don't know how they get back into it.
Oh,
Well,
ults
yeah, how
are
about you come
gone.
out of retirement? How do they do it, John?
Man, the ults are gone. That's what's
Yeah,
making this so
that's the big one.
difficult right
Yep.
now. You know,
His map was
I
still
am-
pretty good. Yeah,
I'm worried
and
because crew have
the good thing
busted out
about if
so
they
many
win this is
setups
you get the free lesson,
that they're
right?
just not
You get the
prepared
free
for.
lesson of,
And
okay,
they're changing what the weak
let's
side
look at
is.
the Ascent.
And it's
what
very,
went wrong.
very difficult to
You can
read.
focus at least like
Because
2 days
sometimes
on
crew
it.
aren't insta-aggressing, and it's hard to tell which site is stacked and which site isn't. You have to sniff out so much of the Senti util, and it takes a long time to figure it out.
Here's what I want. I want 2G to start attacking into the middle of the map again, right? Like, so far the mid has been where it's been a bit weaker because of the early fights being over
Yes.
mains. And then you can maybe have better scouting to find out where the Senti util is going to be stacked up for the Vise.
But again, you can see the chamber trip has been moved all the way to the bottom of street. So if that early util from Tay was used to
It's another little bait.
break it, oh, here we go.
It's the same look. Kesnit can take this
Oh my
aggro fight,
goodness,
TP away,
that's
and
some
then
low
Shy's
HP on
here.
that 20. Yeah,
They
but
see
the
this
bait in is
before.
so nice. They
They have
show
one
double
idea, but it's a
rifle
great
and then you have
idea.
an op hiding.
I mean, that's just very well played by Shy.
Yeah.
Dodges the haunt, hops up, gets the kill.
What do they
Gives
do
him
wrong on
Kesnit
Ascent?
hiding his head
There's
on
just
the
not that
Yoru
much
TP.
fault behind the double
It's a micro
sentinel.
masterclass
I think
out
they
here.
probably had like 1 day prac maybe.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me still. I mean,
Drone
Shame
gets
on you,
nothing.
Doug.
there's a lot of, I mean, a lot of the fight behind this attack side is still posted up towards B. Shy a little bit off the mark, but Versus going to tuck into the smoke. The Haunt's not going to catch him, and then he's going to be able to get a couple kills in the
Ooh.
smoke, or at least attempt to.
A little bit too much, and good missiles to push the operator back. 2G can try to push in on him now.
Shy's going to wait on the other side of this wall. Danger here.
Gonna get knifed?
Is there anything to flush him out?
Visult now, too.
Oh, he goes into...
Dude, you know he's gonna go
Astral
closer with
form. Shy
Shorty.
is stuck.
Oh guys, you know he's gonna go closer with Shorty.
The gun barrel gives him away, and now a fight ensues. Backside.
I saw it.
Melser, as the wall goes
Yeah,
down,
it's
the
another
kills erupt.
it's another round though, right? Where we speak about this
Crew
all
up
the time
8.
on this map.
There's
Where
just no way that 2G get a moment
this-
of hope
this-
in that round.
No.
I would love
Slam
to know
2
the
ultimates
stats.
into it,
Like I'll do
and
them off the
then
top of my
still
head,
end up
but I would love
losing.
to know the actual
It's so
stats.
reminiscent
Like
of
the
last B round,
the shallow
1v1. It's
Astral
this
Wall
B
that gives
side
you a
has
lot
been
of space on
brutal to
defense.
2G so far
I would
this
say it
round.
has about a, I would go as low as
And with that, we're
15% win
trying
rate, to be honest.
0.
I would say it's about 15%.
2G
The
don't
deeper
need many
wall that
rounds.
goes like all the way back, I would say it's like
They need
80.
most of the remaining 4.
I really think that people are
I'm
just
getting flashbacks to Lev Cloud9 on Ascent.
Yeah.
people are really just missing the trick. Like I would say this is
Losing so
15 and I
much
would say
double
this is
initiator,
about
but we're
80.
quickly reminded how
Like this
powerful
one.
some of the other doubles are. The double
I would say this is
controller,
about
nice spots from
80%.
Crew,
Maybe
and
I'm being
how
a
we get
bit
the double
over the
Senti.
top, but I guarantee it's kind of
Oh,
crazy
2G, they're
when you
gonna
do a
move back
direct
into B,
comparison.
This time blasting backside to try and scale forward. I think they're going to try and grab that last orb for PXS as well to use the Nightfall to scale up into the site. But still have to deal with the Vise Wall before managing that. And by the time that's down, there's going to be a Yoru. There's going to be a chamber already rotated in.
Shy has so much mid info right now.
Surely they don't get cut off by this wall. They've seen it in this position before. They're not even falling behind it. One TP across, and it's sectioned off one person, and that's a person with the spike. If this spike goes,
Oh,
wow,
nice
if this
shot,
spike
bro.
goes poorly, it's again going to be
Dude,
hard right for
tapping,
2G.
close range
The
tapping,
spike's
that's so
left on the
calm.
other side of the wall. Now they're not in a position where they can easily scoop it up.
He was fatal to right?
Yes! Crew can't do anything wrong!
No, that's tragic.
All of the stars aligning.
Dude, there's no way. Even when he's going in the last second of the smoke to grab the spike, he's getting spammed, he's getting shock darted. Spike is still down.
This is, I mean, honestly, this is what I expected on
Jump
Icebox.
up.
This is what I
Dude, nice
expected on
shot.
Ascent.
Hit him.
This is the crew that looks like the best team.
Doesn't
in
look
their
like much fun
group.
for
This is the
2G.
crew that
Oh no,
looks
this
like they're
looks
gonna be
horrendous, yeah.
contending for a spot in Toronto.
Looks really, really hard. But this
Couldn't
attack
decide better.
comp in
Yeah,
general
I
has
think
like a
this team
rough.
is
This attack comp
absolutely
in
at the
general
top
has a rough time on attack.
of our region. I mean, they're right there with G2 right now, in my opinion.
Well, does it?
Adverso
I mean,
has
it does a
done
little bit just because of the
work to
solo
this team
Yoru.
since joining.
It's normally
As
not
someone
this
that's
bad.
kept a
And then
very
this crew
close
comp
eye
is
on
normally
Crew,
pretty heavy defense
before
sided
this
as
guy
well.
joined the team,
But then
they-
you do just
they
have the
lacked
fact that Crew look
innovation, you know?
insanely drilled on
Yeah,
this in
when I
2G.
watch them, they're busting
Don't
out
look that
all these
drilled.
new agents are in double
It's,
senti.
it's looking like the reverse of Ascent in terms of like who's more prepped on the map.
I mean, three kills.
And then Crew, I just think are better
Doesn't
aimers.
even matter anymore.
So that's why it's
You
like
can't
a
even get excited about it. It was
more
a great
extreme
3K.
scoreline.
It gets him a slightly closer to this Visol.
2G will win champs if they get 13 0'd.
3K is nice, but
And
2K from
dude.
Casino's nicer.
That's actually true. The
Are
EG,
you guys superstitious at
bringing
all?
back the EG.
Yeah.
Is that what he
You are?
might
No.
say? It.
Why is that?
No,
Like
it
ghosts
doesn't
and
matter.
stuff?
No, it doesn't matter.
Why? What do you?
Doesn't matter. 2G back on this eco buy. It's really weird. Double Guardian, Stinger mess.
I wonder if he was going to
Man,
talk
you know
about the
it's rough
13
when
0.
Teo has to blast sign
Yeah.
every round.
Yeah,
Bro, Shy, stop playing Sign. That's what.
we're begging you.
Yeah, please.
They also use the Fade Haunt over on the B side as well. While
Like they did
trying
in the previous
EG on
round, yeah.
Pearl as
While
well. No,
trying to
it
scale A.
literally
It's a
is
bit
just
of
like a
fake, and it's
repeat.
caused a couple of rotates
It's
to come in.
Pearl. They
Oh,
just
they're gonna
changed
get
the
an Astro
player.
alone here at main.
13 0.
Dodge.
But they don't have the guns, man.
He
But
gets
didn't
out.
they get
And
13
there's no
0'd
threat
and
of a
then
split
change a
because you
player?
got Shy
It is a
playing
little bit
apart.
different.
Yeah, he's switched up his supply every round. He's got all mid.
Tenacious
again.
Dealer with the Prime.
The
Thank you
rotates are
for
always
20
so quick
False
from
eject,
Crew
dude.
to
I'm
come
so
into this
slouched.
site. Thorns will make it a little
Respect
harder
the
to flood
timing of
out,
that.
but Melzer still holding on this angle, sees the shoulder. That's going to be the open.
I'm surprised they're investing in Verso's ult, but trying to deny some of that flood. Gobert grabs a weapon, stays alive. Trying to dodge through all of that utility, but it's just buying time.
He got 13 0'd when
Silence
Demon
is
1
one
was
who
in the
lights up
team.
kill feed for
Man,
now.
that's so nuts, isn't
Still
it?
at a deficit, still at a disadvantage. Still in a dreadful position. The need to convert ever so great. In the face of two, still
Look
no
at it though.
comfort
Everyone's
to
timing
plant
everything
the
so
spike.
nicely.
Gobert's left alone, a
Oh my
1v3.
goodness, it looks
Wow, cannot
great.
convert.
Like it
That's
looks
10 for
good,
Crew.
man. We've
Even
got
the
another
timing
nice
of
map
those
for
swings,
Crew
They've
here.
got a player in dugout and Art swinging to fight the same guy off of Sova Ping. Like, come on.
What do I think of Valorant costs go
Nah,
primarily
who are these guys
Tricast?
playing?
I
Crew
believe
this
it's the
year
future, to be
are
honest, of Valorant. I think it's
crazy.
much better.
The
I've been
util
saying that
on
for
this
years,
team,
though.
I mean, even having
It's
a
the
chamber
delayed
in your comp where you
observing
would think,
and
there-
Tricast. Like we'll
there
eventually
isn't
have
a lot to
both.
deal with, not a lot of util.
Obviously, one's a lot easier to do. Why? It's just better
The way they're
because
actively moving around
you
these
got
setups make it
Mini's the
so
prime
hard
example,
for
and
a
I'm
new
gonna
icon
flame
like
Mini,
Louise.
and
You know what's
I normally
crazy, though?
flame Mini as a
Verso
joke, but
basically
I
just
mean
has
this
the
one
kills of
actually
Shine and
seriously.
Kesnick
Like
combined.
Mini
Like, as much as we're talking about
has
Chamber
the
and how those
knowledge,
opening kills have been important,
but his
Verso's
like
putting on a masterclass
broadcast skills are
silently.
like tiny, and you always have
When
like
you're
these
up
guys, right?
10-0,
That it's very
there are
hard
a
to
lot
have
of
both,
things that-
right?
There's a lot
Sean
of
Sean
He's also
is like
got,
a
2 or 3
Sean is
shot
like a
dart
1 in
kills,
a
couple of ult
a million.
kills. His
And so you
pings
have that
are
knowledge, and they're
fantastic.
really good as like a third person that doesn't speak too much, doesn't have to like
give up
fill
some of this
the
art
void
space.
or
He's
do
got
any
flash.
play-by-play, and just come
Post it
in
up, and Zeno
like
not
what?
too far off,
Like
but
once in a round,
imagine
maybe
they're
once in
gonna try to
every
play her
2
outside
rounds.
ult.
And then you got
There's
the
still
actual
that
like
wall and
professional
street to deal with.
casters
I don't think
that
Crew
again
or, 2G
that have
run into that
knowledge
wall. They've
like
seen the
this.
Util and
Maybe
Art
it can be
before,
bigger.
maybe
Like
only
obviously
the
like
one
slideshows
time.
will be bigger.
Finally trying to play
But
these
then
slower
they're like
rounds,
actual
but
broadcast
they're set up
skills are
for that
good.
A-split, and
Then
that's
you can
not gonna
kind
look
of
good for them, I don't think.
over.
No, and they know it's
Like
not
it's like
safe
this guy
because
can
as
just
soon as
rely
they
on
tried
them to
putting
fill
that
the
flash
void.
up, it got cleared, so they know
It's very
Ed
hard
Main
to
is not
find
playing.
people that
It's gonna be brutal.
have the knowledge and the skills
And
of
the ult didn't-
broadcast
I don't
stuff.
think the ult tagged
Basically.
anyone. So they're gonna
So
be
a
full guards on this
Tricast,
retake attempt.
where you get the
Utility
people that have
dumped into
actually like
dugout.
been in a team
Hot's
and know what they're
not
talking
connecting
about,
on anyone
and can
either.
just focus on like
And they're gonna try to fight
micro,
into main on the
little
other side
macro
of
plays,
this.
something they
Zeno's
saw in the
there
round
to
that they
greet
felt was
him.
pivotal.
2 kills
Like I think
found.
that that's the future.
Oh no!
Sideshow is very good at what he does.
And that's a Visol that's
Sideshow
gonna hit some people.
as well, last 2 years, if you go back and watch like a Sideshow demo 2 years ago, like he notices so much more. His knowledge has gone kind of crazy, to be honest.
Crossfire, he's smiling, he's laughing. It's like, let me show you how to use this Visol.
Like he's
I'll
been
show you how to
working
get people
really hard.
11-0.
The reposition there from Mizzino was perfect. Dude, and again, the fact that the Vice ult was, or the Vice Flash, excuse me, was cleared main should have been a massive alert that they cannot commit to that A split.
What's crazy is we've never seen 2G and VCT play a map 3.
No,
Oh, I remember that game.
But it's Jinx now.
That's
Wait.
early.
Damn, they brought the stat up.
won champs that year, though.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
Wait a
Is this
sec.
the 2G winning
Wait,
champs
2G
arc?
also have G in their name.
Wait a second. Hold
You
up.
guys are full tinfoil hat here. I don't know that I can follow.
I found that copium thing that, who was it? Wyatt was.
Oh, Wyatt was
yeah.
going deep on the cope.
Wyatt hooked it up.
One of us needs to be the voice of reason. They've gotten up street.
Like, please fight us. Please. Please don't make us go into the setup.
But again, they're going to go into this, like, B hit without control over main. Shy's still going to be down long with the op.
Well out of range of his TP, but the fight against Gobert is going to be a massive one. Meanwhile, Askia continues to struggle.
He's out of the stun?
2.
Come on!
All the pressure alleviated. Kesnick getting another
Damn,
one
bro, they
backside, ultimately
absolutely
traded
wrecked
out,
them.
but just when you think there's a little room to breathe,
It feels like Crew has like 8 players.
it does feel
I
that way.
think they
It feels
do.
like- It feels like they have 8 players, and it feels like they're playing on one side. Like the map
Yeah.
feels so small right now if you're 2G.
The TPs are crazy. The rotates are always anticipating the moves 2G are making.
Envy would make a great
You know, we were
caster, it's
saying
both
that 2G
knowledge and
hadn't played a map
broadcasting.
3 all year.
Um,
And I
I
still don't think they have.
There's only certain knowledge that you get. There's only not maybe knowledge, but maybe like an understanding you get from being in a team.
Does it count? I don't know.
And so I think if he joined the
He
team,
makes a compelling argument.
some
I
of
don't-
his
I
his
don't know
points
that
he
I
probably
can,
wouldn't
I
bring
can
up
really argue with that.
that I believe are like
A
hindsight sometimes.
flawless first half. A level of
I think
domination
again
that we haven't
to find
seen in a
people that
really long
fill
time.
the double
Senti
box,
comp
I think it's
has
very
just
hard.
Made it for a miserable day for 2G.
Yeah, it was really sucked.
Still,
the
yeah,
air
still's
out of the
good for
room.
it.
I mean, 2G are just.
But
cooked
still
right
started
now.
where Mini was, right?
Chances of winning.
Steel is
tiny.
But
Mini,
wait,
but like
Louise has been
with 2
really
years
good
of
on
this
pistol.
box.
Pistol rounds.
That's
And they
true.
need
Okay.
a pistol.
If it's like
Okay,
broadcast
cook,
experience.
cook,
And
cook.
so
Bring me back in.
maybe they win the pistol,
Okay.
and then they win 12 rounds in a row,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
and then we go to OT.
Oh, dude, they're
and
actually
then we
giving
go
it.
to a
Dude, they
break.
get.
So I stopped lying to you guys.
Don't
We'll
tell
see
me
you
they
guys
get 13 0'd when they're face to face. That's so savage. I forgot for a second that they were just face to face, man. That makes the 13 0 even worse. Yeah, sitting opposite them and getting this, that's so devastating. Baby Bay has both knowledge and good casting skills. Yeah, Baby Bay's in a similar situation to like the Steel and the Mini, where you say, but like this is getting bigger and bigger. But did you get what I mean? It's so rare to find someone that isn't like heavily working on either knowledge of the game or broadcast experience. Like you rarely, like we rarely have anyone that can fill this. So that's why I think TriCasts are good. And also like even with Sideshow, right? Say that Sideshow's like one of the most we've got. Like even his knowledge isn't gonna be the same as like Sean's. Just purely because there is like a couple, well, say a couple of things that I think there's a lot of stuff you gain from being in a team. But I think Sideshow probably has the best knowledge of someone that hasn't been in a
What was the
team.
play there?
Well, I think during timeout, all they really have to say is Dukla
Like he has good
and,
like
win
thought
14 in a
process
row,
of
right?
actual.
Something like that. I did
What would be
read in that
hindsight?
break the 12-0 curse.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
I think so.
I've heard
Yeah,
of that.
Sean's
I'm
an
not familiar.
Sean's an
I
anomaly
I just
for
heard
sure.
about it. I read about it actually on the screen.
Yeah, that's
know
basically
that
why I
one?
believe the
I mean, you were talking about how
TriCast is
good
like
their
the way
pistols
forward.
are. Do you think 2G are just going to ask Crew very nicely to only buy Ghosts and Sheriffs for the
Yeah,
whole half?
Okay,
like,
raid
all
boss
chat
for
that and go,
Kesnet.
hey,
They got a
you guys-
chance. We rarely
Let's
write
just run
this.
culture.
12
Let's
chances.
just run some pistols, you know?
Does the headhunter like break that though?
Don't let him see
Yeah,
this.
surely.
I mean, he's
we
put a
saw
lot of
that
hard
on the
work
first
in, man.
pistol with Shy getting 3 kills with it.
Surely that's a trump card.
Like you gotta
Ugh,
Bro's got 6 bullets in that thing.
have respect
creeping
for it.
up.
There is a wall. There are thorns. There are a lot of members of 2G here. That's the wall.
Okay.
Okay.
You can tell what the idea
Nice
is.
shots.
Wait.
Another one in you?
Don't do it to him, Shy.
Be nice now.
Please, Shy.
Why are we orb farming? You're up 12-0. There's not going to be another shot.
He's such a smart player. This guy has no fun on Chamber. Why?
Do the little things right.
Timing is so weird on LAN, I'm telling you.
Aren't they? They still have the Thorns. They're gonna have to.
People always miss time to fade out,
Shy has
man.
2 kills. Shy has 3 kills.
It's down to a 2v2. Shy with 3 kills on the round.
He
The tap
still
is just
has
fake.
a
The two
trip
members that
as
remain
well.
are still
This trip would
rotating
be
over, and
incredible.
Are they gonna leave?
Oh, this is silly.
Bro's
Yeah, but
just
look at
carrying
this
around
though.
a trip.
2G are kind of on top of this. They're like, hold up, they didn't start
2G are
planting
ahead
within
of
the
this.
first 5 seconds when they knew we were
And so they're trying to
rotating.
quietly rotate out back
Pretty
towards
cool.
B, but the writing's on the walls.
And they might get the
What does it
higher
say,
lower
Doug?
when they come in.
It says that it's going to be a site hit B.
Yeah, there's the sound.
Smokes through. Are they going to try
Whoa,
to find out?
okay.
Shy
Shy really
overcooks
went
a
for the
little bit,
big
also
play.
selected 1v2.
Nice, dude. They
And-
avoid that.
I blame production.
Yay!
I blame production for running the stat. It jinxed it.
I blame you guys for talking about it.
No,
I had
no,
no
no,
part
no,
in
no.
this. I had no part in
I
this.
don't, look, I didn't want to see it. What I do want to see, though, is Shy having Chamber ult second round right now and closing it out. This guy was orb farming. He was getting. Where is he at right now?
Nice, 3
2
off,
orbs
right?
off or something? 3 orbs off?
3
Yeah,
orbs
he's
off.
3.
I saw for a second.
No, he's gonna.
He was considering getting an outlaw dished over to him.
I
He
would-
changed his mind.
That'd be a silly way to close the map, wouldn't it?
Please get 2 headhunter kills.
Doesn't the
with that
tricasting
orb.
take
It
away
would be
color
so
casters?
fun.
No, because people still have like a good
Please.
flow. Like
Really kinda
you.
gone off the rails on
Again,
this
I
one.
think there can be like a better
Whoa,
balance.
Aggression A. Kesnit's dead.
Like you still have the same flow as normal
You know the best
casts,
timeline?
but then they come in once every 2
2G
rounds,
win 10
or
more rounds in a row, and then lose round 24.
like once
I
every
don't
round.
know that I can handle that. I might lose it.
The
That,
biggest fake comeback.
that might trigger a Joker moment. I don't think I have that in me.
I'm literally going crazy if that happens.
Prafu,
we
thank
could
you
go
so
OT
much.
if you'd rather.
2G could have 2G this is the biggest overreaction
know
ever.
that I like
2G
any
could have
of those
won
options.
champs after being 13-0. And
Dump the
Demon
utility
1
towards A.
was the duelist
So they
change.
managed to work their way out. Shy will fall.
G's Ascension duelist joining
Xeno
stage 2.
keeping it
Yeah, it's true.
At least
What
for a
could have
little
been?
while. Oh, we got the gun. That weapon disappeared.
I appreciate it though, Prafu. Thank
Nicely
you.
done from Louise. Nicely done from the rest of 2G. And so there were 2.
Are you going to keep counting that up each round?
I mean,
Hey, they only have 10 more chances, guys.
Good damage. Well,
Yeah.
shouldn't matter too much.
Can
They have to
get
buy
through this
anyway.
bonus? It's gonna be rough.
Oh,
yeah,
they-
what's the gun
The
situation
dark
here for
12
2G going into this bonus?
Well, it's,
12,400
4 they carried over,
basically.
but only one
Kind of insane.
Bulldog.
Yeah,
I say
yeah,
kind of
weird.
insane.
A
Just
Vandal.
insane.
on Louise.
No need for the kinda.
And full armor for everyone on crew.
Yeah.
Well,
Good save calling that round call from crew, making sure everyone,
everyone
had
buys
full
up
in this
into it.
one.
Zod with the 50 bits. Thank you so much.
Okay. That Atlas dog.
No, I think they do have bad
Right,
plans, to be
you
honest
will?
with you. It's like map. It's
Little
map
bit here,
dependent.
Silence spamming into the smokes, not connecting yet.
I
Boy,
think
Kesnit
overall,
is cruising.
it's
Yeah,
like
he is
majority
running
good
it
stuff,
down.
and there's a little bit of micro.
So fast?
A little bit of micro
Gee,
stuff.
What?
I think that okay. I think the overall
2G
plans are
had the guns
pretty
full out and tried
good
to try
if
and
you're just
spam that
looking at
after a
from
few
like
shots.
barrier
Bro,
down.
Deadlock. It looked like
but
a
then
deadlock
something-
wall. Like replays. Like what?
When this timer
That was a
goes down,
sage wall. What just
like
happened?
30 seconds, then it's a disaster,
So
basically.
now that wall's off the board.
But
you have to
there's just a
invest little
dip
bit
of
more
diff
for
of
2G as far as personnel goes
prep
toward
on this map.
protecting that site.
They're actually saying, screw that. leave Louise over on his own.
Is that drone going to tag Adverso? It is cleared out, so you know there's at least something there.
Drone coming A main right now. The pinch coming in art.
Silence is rotating back B.
Ooh, got the tag.
Oh, that high angle dealt with by Gobert is nice. And there's a couple players doubled up towards dugout. You've got a player in flowers too, and those side smokes allow 2G to stop this plant from ever really going down.
They're going to rotate off. Where is Adverso headed?
He's going to try and open up something towards street and find
Tap
a
of
late
the
round pivot, I
spike.
think.
Wanting
Maybe
to
not,
see
there's
what
not much
Yuto
time
gets
to work
spammed.
with.
No, I mean, if you're going to try to flip the map, you've got to do it here soon. Time's of the essence. But they're deciding to double down.
Yeah, Kesnit is outlaw, and
Full
it's like,
investment
well,
towards A.
can't really
No real
swing
option to
it.
do otherwise. The flash out, Melser trying to commit to getting the spike down will succeed. As the stuns now erupt, this might
Oh my,
just be it.
Mazzino is
Icing on the
just-
cake. Luis and Askia left to try to continue.
He's
the
making it
impossible, try
easy.
to prolong this map. But they might just be one miracle too short. Luis pushing forward.
Whoa,
getting
whoa.
the best of his burst.
What's going on?
That's
that one?
perfectly indicative of how this has gone. It falls down to a 1v1. Meltzer with 20 HP. Askia has struggled. 4 and 12. A tap of the spike. The gravity will through, but the spam.
Nice, dude. They're
connects.
still
He's
alive.
gonna get the defuse, and
Yeah, he's got it.
we're gonna play another.
We keep going. They're stringing me along right now. When do I buy in? When do I buy in? Literally the 100 Thieves formula. They string me along, guys.
Me personally, I'm not buying in.
Yeah, I need to see a lot more happen before I believe.
Dude,
Man, I'm so confused at that one.
That's-
I have to know
60s out
what
there,
went on.
Not a care in the world.
It has been one of those maps, though, hasn't it?
But he just
12-0
he
half.
just came out
It's
of
just silly. But they
getting
convert the bonus.
flashed by the Yoru, and the
2G are
Yoru
in a
flash
position
off
where
the
they
wall
should
was
convert
like
at least one more
perfect.
round.
So
Thanks.
he was flashed for a good
Rose is
amount.
not the most defensive
Gets
side of the map of all time.
gets
I don't know.
gets unblind
Certainly
and
does look
then
that way.
It does look that way, though.
We
yeah.
haven't won an attacking
know what
round
went on.
since 2023 on this map.
Is this the first time we see the Shy Op? Or the Shy ult, excuse me.
We call that the shop, actually.
Yeah.
The Shult.
The shop. Shy up.
The Shy ult.
Okay. Oh!
Well, we're not
Not
going to
very
see it
yes
anymore.
and of you, Doug. We're going to have to work on that for tomorrow.
Not going to see it anymore for this round. Lean towards B into all of this utility. You've got the Vice util.
Oh boy.
The
You've got
thorns
Astro
cannot be
Stars.
popped.
LZ
Yeah,
mate,
you're
you
right.
got a pistol
Oh,
and you got to
dear.
kill 2.
On an eco, surely not on an eco, right?
Wait, I kind of like how Luis is playing this,
Hey,
though.
it's kind of
They're going to try to flat out on the other side of this.
Kinda
Do you check
unreal
the
right
smoke?
now. He
Yes,
did good.
you do. You're spam back in
why
exchange.
were they so slow to enter site chat?
3v3,
Was there like a
ultimate
smoke
upgrade,
that I
and
missed?
Kesnit lit up and now dropped. Meltzer's going to have to 1v3 to convert this, and he cannot. So 2G gets a 4.
Okay, but they got to go up against another
And
buy
Crew
round here.
should be able to respond with
We'll
weaponry.
draw
They
the
got
we'll
the
draw
Vice
the
ult,
8
though.
because they're making
Why
a
are you
Come on,
looking at
wait
me
a
this
making a
way?
go at it.
Wait a second.
You could hear in that statement. He's trying to get you to buy in. He's trying to get you to believe.
You're not tricking me.
No?
You're not tricking me. No, you're like that guy that's like, oh, come on, I got this crazy penny stock I need you to invest in. It's
So I
gonna be
believe-
so
oh, they
good."
can't
Look,
win
Right
this.
now, Doogie, they only have
No.
4 rounds. But
Ah.
in a map
I like
from
that
now,
you're
2G
thinking
might
I
be
might
worth
be believing.
millions.
Bro, think about it. If you
Yes.
invest
Yes.
now, the payoff is going to be great.
Imagine investing right now.
Buy in while it's low. Buy, buy, buy.
I mean, hey, they've got 3 ults, guys.
Look, you even got a timeout out of Crew. Coach
3%.
Adam, he's
I'll
getting
give
crushed.
I'll give him a 1% with what I'm seeing in
Actually, doesn't
terms
look
of
frustrated at all.
Yeah, what's he
how
saying?
prepped
Like, hey
they are.
guys, let's just win 1 round.
Boy, that is not the look of someone who's up 12-4.
I'd
on
give him a
map 3, is it?
1% right
He's
now.
taking a nap real quick.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just listening. I really love how active Coach Adam has been in these timeouts. You know, they have great IGLs on this team. Meltzer has IGL'd. Obviously, Adverso is the IGL of the team currently. They are cooking in the games, but during these
1%
timeouts,
or a
the floor is
munchkin
completely the
1%.
coaches, and he's dissecting what's going wrong and has tons of new ideas for the team. I'm curious to see what the adjustments are going to be right now.
I mean, surely you can stumble your way into a round win, even if things go horribly, right?
I mean, possibly. Especially, I mean, look, Shy's got the operator in his hands on the attack side.
What are they up
First time
against
minus
always?
that 1 ult
Hey, they
round
got
to
some
shop.
nice ults though.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Maybe
2G
should
have
give
a
him
lot
a
of ults to work
2%.
with. So generally, I like when teams play slower rounds against the big ults on the defensive
Yeah.
side, try to play like lower numbers post-plant situations, so it's not quite as effective.
I wonder how many rounds so far this game Shy has had an op, because he had an op bonus last half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think he ever rifled last half after the bonus.
he had a Marshall second. So literally had a scope gun like every round.
Yeah.
The rich get richer.
4 rounds, no op.
Speed run, try to pop the wall.
But the wall's not there.
Yeah, but they get him for the walls not
It's
there.
interesting. Mazzino's in art pretty quickly all things considered, without support behind him.
Yeah, it's one of the... It's kind of what you have to rely on. Because again, this comp kind of struggles on attack a little bit, but when you have the chamber and you're just playing for them to try get info, you have a comp that maybe struggles a little bit info-wise. Obviously you have the fade eye, but Prowler can't clear like deep over towards here, so at one point you have to jump spot and take the hit. Big leg shot.
He's got to TP out of there as quickly as he can.
And there is this wall a little deeper towards connector. If Crew can pop that, they'll be able to pull one of these players that's rotating from A back to hold deep con.
Yeah,
right
that's
there?
nice.
Yeah, I'm good.
Creates pressure that they can go here, so they now have to have one pass on Parma.
What? Doug's having a tougher time out of game than Crew's having in game.
Back towards B, Crew go. They're going to drop the Cosmic Divide. The stars go through, the dart back sight, and then the thorns on the other side. They have made it to where Silence cannot leave.
Ooh, but the Nightfall, the Flood Smoke.
Hey, nice shot.
Great flash.
Silence might have been the trap himself. He and Askia left in a 2v3.
Oh, big
Off
flash,
the
dude.
Very well done. Beautifully timed. He's going to have to get another.
Damn, bro held on back of... That was sick, man. Fair play. That was actually sick. Lovely flash to enable this as well.
And I thought he was in trouble, bro. The Cosmic Divide.
I mean, he was in trouble, but...
He had nowhere to go.
No, he was big chilling with the setup, Doug, because he moved the wall, right? So the
big chilling with the setup.
They never expected double Thorns B site.
No.
They used the clone early. They realized the wall's mid. They're thinking this Vice setup is A. The double Thorns are popped, and he is just holding it down.
Oh, yeah. The support
They
from his
force
teammates
him
insane
into
there, too, right?
stingers.
You have the sight smoke from Louise. You've got,
Dude, they couldn't
accessories
capitalize on
swing
a
through the smoke. You got
man
flashes from
advantage
Oscar
in knowing they'd
rotation.
legged someone.
It's all there to help him out.
Holy.
That was actually sick. What a read from 2G.
What percentage chance now? Yeah, no, it went up a little bit. Because they didn't have to use any ults for that.
Still.
Gotta give him at least 5 now.
This is an eco.
Wait, how long has it been since Cruz won an attack round?
It's been 2 years, man.
Holy.
It's actually a year and a half because it was champs, but yeah, so don't get bogged down in the details.
Very clean. Very clean. About to get another one of these ults.
They've got a couple of ults. Silence has his ult. Gobera has his ult.
I'm not very good at math, Doug, but I think that's halfway.
Imagine if they won a couple of those rounds in that first half. We would be seeing a totally different
Oh
team.
no, we'd
Yeah,
be
'cause you
seeing
had,
a
like,
crazy close
the
game.
1v1 down on low HP. There were a lot of
Yeah,
rounds
even if
that
they
could
got
have flipped their
2.
way. Just didn't.
I mean,
Those
it's like you
attack
said earlier,
sided?
the
Yeah,
problem
I mean,
is
this
that
comp
there's
changes.
so many
Like, honestly,
things
normally
you
if you have
can
an
do,
attack sided map
just
chamber,
fluke
just kind of
around,
flips
right?
it.
Like, there's
Yeah.
just
You
so
struggle
many
on
ways to
attack,
just steal
you can do a
around
lot
with
more on your
ults.
defense.
Talk about it though. Kesnit's got the dimensional drift. and the
Me
Bucky
Tao
in hand. If there's ever a
Hart
way
with
to
the
steal
prime.
a
Thank you
round,
with the whole
it's to
year, dude.
teleport
Appreciate
right
that.
behind someone and shoot them in the head with a
Thank you so
shotgun.
much.
The Zekin special.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's a jump scare. There are 2 here, so he's got to be cautious about it. This does not feel safe. The stun, and all of a sudden, the jump on the other side of the TP is not there anymore.
Early ulti out from Art.
Sliding back out.
Ooh, absolute
Only
shot.
guy sticking on side with these ults. The
But
force
it's
will up
okay.
the spike.
They got Sova ult and they got Astra Suck to
2G
delay.
already
So
on
do
the
they
fuse.
Astra Suck first?
The
No, they
100
Sova ult
invested.
first? Oh, so they got it
So,
half?
looking
That's
to
an
land the
error.
shots, splitting the uprights, not connecting. Gobera might go down. No, it is a second whiff.
Ooh.
Gobera's going to get the
They're
defuse.
blocking
He's
the grab.
body blocking, but it stops. Still at half. A 3v3 left for it. Adverso and Meltzer trying to pull this
Shots.
apart on their
Oh
own.
man, nice
And
shots
they
from
do.
Malza here.
And that's
Ooh,
how
got a
that
little
ends.
bit close though. They
Oh,
actually
they
managed to
had
do
it.
like a
They had
convincing.
respectable
Convincing
effort in
go
that
at it.
second half from 2G.
Definitely.
I love the fact that they didn't quit on us there.
Yeah, they could
It
have.
was a brutal
oh, they
third
could have
map,
done a
if we're being
madness.
honest, right? Down 12-0.
It's a shame they didn't get like 2 rounds. This would have been a really sick map if they managed to get anything on
Crew.
attack.
Gotta give